Right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Submit your own content on info@millenniumnews24.com. Download the Millennium News 24 app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Stay tuned with Millennium TV and Millennium News 24 for the latest updates.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jineea Butler, and this is the New American Perspective with a special edition with my co-host right here,
A.B. Butler. Back in the game, entertainment. I know you're looking at me.
And so we are so happy to be with you in studio today. How are you today? Are you ready for a new season of the New American and the G-Check, people? It is too much going on. 2026, the year of the urban reset. Let's get started. This is the New American Perspective. This is your G-Check, and we're here on Millennium News 24. So how you doing, cousin?
I'm good. I'm here. I'm blessed.
So America is shifting, right? Do you see the shift?
It's always shifting.
It's shifting politically. It's shifting economically and faster than most times that we've known in the past. Yeah, correct?
Because you got more greedy people in position now.
But we're the people that are paying the highest price, people.
Exactly.
This is your G-Check. So now that we know that inflation is up, okay, Donald Trump said, don't worry about it. He's G-checking the other countries. He's getting us some money, and he's got a $2,000 stimulus check. What you think about that?
G-check.
What's the G-check?
The G-check is, man, listen, make it even for everybody. That's
so him going to hijack tariff money from other countries and bringing it back and giving us all a dividend. Y'all get about $2,100, he said. This is where we cut it up, split it out. That's a G-check on his. I'm giving him a super G-check, President Trump, because you did what you said you were going to do. And he rounded up, he's rounding up all the immigrants and stuff. So, I don't think that they should be here. I don't know how we can get them gone without this being hard. I feel like people came across the border. I felt like, let's look at the crimes that you committed in your life, right? You knew you were committing them. You knew what the consequences could be, correct?
No, this is G-check. No, I didn't know. But the government, the police officer, they need to lock every last one of them up because they do a lot of crimes.
True.
And get away with it, but they convict us for the crimes that they get away with.
True.
That's
but I'm saying from the immigration standpoint, these people came across the border, knew that they were committing a crime. So they knew they possibly could get caught. No?
G-check. How about the people in America been committing crimes and still committing crimes against the brown and the black people? And they not.
Do we let them stay or not? This is a G-check. So I'm talking about there's 250. So there's 250 people that was round up in Chicago. They, Florida, they with it in Florida. If you are not an American citizen in Florida, you're out of here because they with the shits in Florida, okay? But you're saying now that they should break the law. Can you break the law and stay and not go to jail?
They break the law every day.
Can you do it?
Of course not.
Okay, so everybody else should stay.
Okay.
I'm asking.
This is a G-check, government. Y'all commit the biggest crimes in the world, y'all the biggest gangsters in the world. Y'all do what y'all want to do. And that's how I felt. I could do what I want to do.
Okay. So he's feeling a little sentimental today and he wants everybody to stay. So let him loose and let him go and run around, take the jobs of the American workers. And then we say that they're not taking the jobs of the American workers. They're not jobs that we would work. People won't hire us if we don't get hired. This is a G check. If we don't get hired, no, we can't work for the job.
But this is a G check. If I'm not mistaken, unless I was dreaming this morning, right? That they talking about they taking people that got a job on the train, not the conductor. What's the other ones that be sitting at the side windows saying, if you get lost, it's the wrong train, it's the right train. They get ready to put robots in there. Come on, let's.
Oh no. Hey, listen, we're going into AI. And that's another thing that we need to be talking about here on the G-Check, because we are going into the information age and AI is taking over just as rapidly as everything that it knows. So you talking about the toll booth clerk. So no more toll booth clerk.
The person that work on the train. I know you don't ride the train because you is a driver. You and your private helicopter. That's a G check. No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that is on the train. You ever been on a train?
Well, I don't know who you're talking about, but okay, well, let's go with it. So AI is taking over. You're going to be able to talk to a robot, and they're going to be able to tell you where you need to go. Okay, so now we're talking about insurance, right? So everybody's mad because the government shutdown is thankfully over. Trump gave $10,000 to every air traffic controller that stayed on the job without getting money. So now they got a bonus. This is a G check. They got a bonus for going to work. So when the government was shut down, air traffic controllers are federal pay. They get paid federally. So they were under the people who didn't get paid. But this was the crazy part about the whole shutdown, because how you going to let a shutdown go and then the air traffic controllers, you got them playing with our lives. And that's what I don't like, Congressman Jeffries. So now they got the $10,000. Trump said, y'all stayed on the job 40 days, no pay. Here go an extra bonus G check.
I like that. That's a G check. He should. He is only right. But planes were still falling out the sky.
Well, that's because there was no air traffic controllers. So then you go back to the people who felt like that we didn't need the air traffic controllers over this 40-day period. We're talking about in the 40-day period.
But before that, planes were still falling.
Yeah, that's when Trump got into office and people were getting fired and all that kind of stuff. We're here now. So now, insurance. So now the government shutdown is over. So now the new subject that everybody is going to be talking about is insurance. The Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, now Trump Care, whatever you want to call it. It's expiring December 31st, and everybody's premiums are going to balloon. So basically that means that if you have a premium, say for instance, you're paying $50 a month for your health insurance. Now you might be paying $500. The payments are going to balloon because what they did was they gave a subsidy to everybody with the Affordable Care Act. So now that subsidy is running out 2026. And so if they don't pass a bill to put the subsidy back in place to bring the prices down to the 50 and the affordable stuff, then it's going to balloon. So that's where they're at now. So they've got the government open till January 30th. Okay. But they got to come up with something before then or they're going to shut down again.
This is a G check. You know, me personally, I don't get it. Why we sit here and let other human beings that do the same thing we do, act the same way we do, but they in a position that we call power that destroy our lives. You know, why do we live in America? And America is supposed to be American dream. Right now, America is the American nightmare. You
might be onto something. Now, that's the crazy part. Some people think of it as a dream. Some people think of it as a nightmare.
No, they don't think. They know it's a nightmare. It shows every day. Turn on our news channel, Millennium 24 News, and watch. You know, everything what's going on. We gonna keep it 100 with you. We not going to be a robot for somebody to tell us what to say, because I'm not into that robot situation. I'm a human being. So I feel that this is supposed to be America and everybody trying to get to America, but why every other country in the world got free healthcare? Why is they attacking Obamacare? So basically what y'all saying is y'all really don't care about the American people.
I don't think they care about the American people. That's a G check. We're going to take a break and we're going to come right back. And let me ask you people, does America care about its people, or is America eating its citizens? Here on Millennium News 24, this is the New American Perspective.
And we are back.
And we are back here on the New American Perspective. I'm your host, Jineea Butler, and I'm here with my co-host,
A.B. Butler, back in the game entertainment.
And we are the Butler Gang here on the New American Perspective, and we have your G-Check. So we're talking about whether or not America loves us. What do you think? Do you think America loves us? You say no.
I don't think America loves us or nobody else.
Do you feel like a citizen of the United States of America when our slogan, I am a citizen, do you feel like when you say I'm a citizen of hip hop, you can own that. But then when you say that I'm a citizen of America, what's the difference and how does that make you feel?
Put it like this. I ain't gonna never say I was a citizen of American, because at the end of the day, it's always been a line. It's always been a line between black and brown people and other people. So no, I never felt that way growing up. I never felt that way because it was just too much going on, where you'll think as a kid things will get better as time grow, but no, it's going back and getting worse.
And that's the crazy part about stuff, right? Because you have people who have been nothing but American citizens, but have never felt a day of feeling like they're a citizen of the United States. So while you're yanking people out of the United States, you've got the very citizens in the United States saying they don't feel citizen worthy. Now, we could go all the way back to the slavery days when they were rounding us up like they rounding up the migrants.
And they still are. Quietly.
Yeah.
Quietly, let's be honest, G-check this, quietly, that's what they doing. They doing it by rounding us up, setting us up, putting us in penitentiaries, putting us in jails, putting us in situations where we still don't matter what we go through, we still fight. But at the end of the day, sometimes people get tired, and you can't, the way this world is right now, you can't get tired of fighting because the beast is not stopping. That's a G check.
That's a G check. So how can we start? We looking at 2026 as the great urban reset, meaning we're going into urban communities. Freeway Rick Ross, A.B. Butler, Fly Girl Lady J, Jineea Butler, we're coming to a community near you, and we're coming to G-check the scenario and be a part of this country. It's one thing to feel like they don't love us, but it's another thing when we don't get what we're supposed to get. We've gone through what we've gone through in this country. Now we've got to get, regardless of how somebody's treating us. And I think that's where we go wrong, because we get mad at the way somebody's treating us and withdraw. And we need to get mad at how somebody's treating us and push forward.
No, we could. This is a G chat. We definitely could do that. But at the end of the day, we really got to get ourselves back online. You know, we like a wrecked train right now. What's going on? Because they got us so programmed, so off. I don't even know what to say. That's how bad it is.
It is. And to the point that we fight each other, we fight, but this is my point. We all have to commit and say, just like everybody's doing the line dances. You see the line dances are back and everybody's trying to get everybody in a good two-step. You know, my favorite right now is Wake Up Early in the Morning. I think his name is Jalen Goham out in somewhere down south. But everybody is doing the line dance. All the black people doing the line dances. You wake up early in the morning, and we can all move in the same way. Now, let's do that and move forward. Let's do that. Focus on our economics. Let's do that and focus on everything that we need in our communities so that you focus on your kids and your family. And that's the G check.
But the G check is, you know, we can focus on other people's family, but we can't focus on our own.
But that's the new commitment. I'm with you. I understand that this is what's happening, and this is the problem in our community. You're identifying it. Fine, but let's do something about it, because I truly believe that under Trump's regime, and then you talked about earlier how they trying to push the Epstein files. Listen, people, why are they continuing to push the Epstein files without pushing all of the people out that's in it? Okay, Trump is in the Epstein files. What are we doing about it? Are you arresting him, or what are you doing about it?
This is a G check. You know, and it just show you how the government, how the people that runs the world, you know, they pick who they want to destroy. It's just like the way this world is now. You sit here and listen to all the young brothers out here on different podcasts, always talking about this person snitching, this person telling. At the end of the day, why choose who's telling and who's snitching? But you know your man that you love and you cool with, you know he told. So that's the problem we have it. They pick. If you're going to bring something out, bring it all out and put it all on the table. Don't just bring this like Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is here. Put all the meal on the table. Don't just target one person. Target it all. Put it out there. You know, it ain't just Epstein. It's other people that they hiding. This is in their nature to deal with babies, the babysitters.
Allegedly.
No, it ain't no.
Well,
allegedly.
We don't know.
No, it's
we
no.
We don't know.
No,
excuse me. We don't know. We don't have any proof.
Okay.
So if you have it, put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Because we don't have none. I'm not going. We're not going to court over that. Yeah, over these people. Check. It's a G check. Now, so we know. We know what we know. Something happened. Y'all not dealing with it. So now in the Congress and everything that's going on, you got Marjorie Taylor Greene. She didn't jump ship. So she went from being Trump's number one cheerleader. Trump. She done went from, I love Trump. She was a spin-off. She was, Candace Owens. Also jumped Trump ship. Okay? She's over there talking about Trump is being blackmailed for the Epstein files. Oh, and let's not forget about our basketball players. I think I've been telling everybody time and time again. Didn't I tell you that they was cheating?
Yeah.
Didn't I say, look, I'm looking at the game and I swear that they're cheating?
Mm-hmm. You did say that. You did say that. That's a G check.
That's a G check.
Said that, G.
Thank you. I appreciate it, OG.
Thank you.
So, so we've got all this stuff going on in America, and that is why we need your perspective. That's why you got to tap in with us. You got to put it in the comments. You got to do everything because we need to talk about everything, and we need to know what you're going to talk about. This is our new show, our new time for right now. We'll see how that works out, but we want the time that works best for you. We want the time that you can come in and be intertwined with us. Maybe we'll do this show and this is where we talk to people. We take on live calls.
This is a G check. Yeah, why don't they put a number up there where they could call? We get a little phone, answer the questions to the people.
I like that. You know, our section show.
Yeah,
because I'm sure that people will be talking.
Sitting here talking to them once again. We robots. We talking to another robot right there to bring it in.
I'm talking to my people. I don't know about you, but I know that I got some great contests that people can do. Like people can send in their own G checks. Tell us what is a G check. Tell us who they're G checking and come on the show and G check with us. Exactly. Would you like? Do you like that one?
Yeah, I like that. And then on top of that, we got this show. We can bring our special guests, and let them talk because we did talk to Rick James' brother yesterday. We had a great
that was interesting. I don't know if you want to share some of what you talked about.
And I'll let Leroy tell him. That's Rick James' brother. He was Rick James' manager and his brother and his lawyer. So we invite him on, then he'll tell what's going on, what's going on with the real Rick James story, because every time you turn around, everybody talk about Rick, they only talk about drugs. He was a drug addict. They don't talk about a family man, what he did in Canada with so many groups over there in Canada. He didn't go to the war. He went to Canada. There's a lot of things that he could talk about. We're going to sit there and get him on the phone. Leroy. Yeah, and
he talked about his creativity too. Rick James's creativity and the fact that he did a lot of music for a lot of people, wrote a lot of stuff.
Yeah, shout out Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy has obviously something happened. I didn't see the Netflix show yet, but Eddie Murphy has a new show out on Netflix, and he talks about Rick James. So his brother was saying something about it, but maybe we'll get him on the show. No, let's get him on the show and then let him tell it, if he feels like, it's an issue or not, but it's definitely there. I was looking for, I have the contest that we have that we could definitely put out, but I love the G check one, some different things.
How about let's talk about Puff getting
so what's up with your boy?
Hey, let's
so what's up with your boy? Your boy's in Fort Dix. Now, if you didn't hear us last week, we were talking to AB about his time in Fort Dix. The irony is that Puffy came to see AB in Fort Dix, and now Puffy is in Fort Dix, right?
Yeah,
so tell us about that and what he's going through in Fort Dix.
Yeah, I had the biggest show. I put Fort Dix on the map, even though it's a military base. You already see.
Oh, that's what that's about.
Yeah. So, I had a show in Fort Dix, 1995. I had Big E, Craig Mack, Puff come to the jail and do a show for me, for all the other inmates. I'm a convict.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's a convict sign. Right
okay. Yeah. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah. So, he did the biggest show, and I broke some histories inside the federal prison, that the federal count can never be pushed back for nobody. BOP would never let that happen, but I broke it. I broke history, so I should be in the Guinness Book of World Record. What you think?
Well, if you say it, I mean, they'll go and check against it.
Yeah,
on the history and time. You got Al Capone and everybody, all of them.
Exactly.
Right.
You go do your history that it wasn't no inmate pushed the count back and put a show together and they pushed the count back. That's never happened. I'm the first that ever did that.
Okay. Now, what happened to Puffy, Mr. First? He's the first, not Soldier Boy.
Nah.
This is the G check.
Yeah,
the G check. So Soldier Boy. Yeah. This Mr. G check pushed the count back. Yeah. He was first. Now, what happened to Puffy? Because I'm hearing that he was drinking some hooch.
What I'm hearing is, and I try to explain and send a message that you can't, no matter who you are, you can't get relaxed on people that is in the prison. You get what coming because people inside the prison want to get close to you, but you don't know who's working for the feds. You don't know who's working for the lieutenant, the SIS lieutenant, the captains. So it's always somebody you think ain't working, but going to be around you to set you up. Now, I assume, allegedly, that they said that he got caught with some hooch or a cell phone. I'm not sure what it is, but I know they wrote him up.
And so, or both, right?
Exactly.
But here's the thing. If we're being real, right? We know that the homies on the yard that got the time is going to come and bring him gifts.
Yeah, exactly.
No?
Exactly.
They're going to bring him gifts. They're going to, come on, Puff, we got gifts for you.
Yeah.
Now, in the gifts, if I want to hang out with Puff, I'm going to get him a cell phone.
Exactly.
You're not getting him a cell phone?
Yeah, I'll give him a cell phone.
But see, here's the problem.
I have him.
Okay, here's the problem. Puffy don't know how to hide nothing. He ain't ready for that. He ain't ready to hide. I can't imagine. Listen, I used to work on Rikers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the turtles would come in and mess up the house, and the turtles come in. That's when, what do they call them in the feds? The people with the come to flip the house.
They call a SWAT team, you know what I mean? But in the feds, it's just it's the COs coming to tear your room.
Okay, well, these are the same COs, but they're different, but they're turtles. They called them turtles on Rikers, right? So they come in, flip the house. Now, the homies would tell me that they had all kinds of stuff in there, and they didn't find anything.
Yeah, I didn't. Listen, I had a cell phone in North Carolina, and they was telling on me, but I was just so New York, so smooth, so whatever, that when they ran up and when the CO came and grabbed me, I had the cell phone on me. The CO came and said, yo, we need you to go to the lieutenant's office. I was like, nah. I said, let me tell my boss I'm going to the lieutenant's office, then I'll meet you over there. Now, this was a rookie. The rookie didn't understand games. So he was like, all right, meet me over there. So common sense would tell you, I'm going to go somewhere, stash it, and then go over there. So they searched me. By the time I walked in there, they searched me. They didn't find no cell phone. So what they do, they take me to my unit, to my room, and they searched my room, but they didn't find nothing because they was looking for the charger. They couldn't find the phone, so they got to have something connected to the phone.
Right.
So let me tell you what I did. I might not even do that.
Yeah, he caught himself. Now the kids is telling.
Yeah.
The kids is telling. The kids is going back. Now, so we'll hold that. But see, my whole point was and is that I can't imagine where stuff could have been. They told me they got all this stuff. Now the turtles is coming in looking just for that stuff. They don't find nothing. The dude is standing there and they ain't got nothing on them. They standing still. They didn't flip everything up, shook it upside down. Everything, ain't found nothing.
I would give y'all the code, but I can't do that. I won't be a rapper telling I used to bring work on Greyhound. Now I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to help y'all.
My point is, again, Puffy is not ready yet. Now, if we're going to look at him 2020, what he got out? 2028?
That's what they say.
If we looking at him, Puffy 2028, he's going to be he's going to be rough Puff. He's going to come out rough Puff. You know, I think he's rough Puff.
But let me say this, Sean. Don't go in there with 50 months and wind up with 10 years, because these dudes in there would definitely line you up thinking that this is my man's in them. They not your man's in them. You know, that's why I'm telling people. I'm not telling y'all something that I didn't experience. Your man's in them is really not your man's in them. Dudes is trying to come home off your name. So pay attention to your surroundings. You could do your time by yourself. Use real talk, Puff. And I've been trying to holler at Chuck Boner, I holler at Lucci. I tell him, tell Puff, send me the visit form where I can come and visit you. Because at the end of the day, my bro, they could tell you dudes been doing time. They in there doing time. They man, this and that. But at the end of the day, don't matter how many dudes did time, how much time they did. If you not game shop, they will trick you, and they already trick you. And I've been trying to tell your team, let me holler at you where you won't get tricked. That's a G-check.
Yes. So we're going to close out today's show. Today was just a half hour. Get us starting. You see, we flowing in the studio. We might have to do the studio a little more. I think the studio gives us a little vibe. What you think? The studio? No?
I'm like Redman and Method Man. Whatever, man.
Whoops. Yeah. So we're here on Millennium News 24. I want to shout out all the Noor and the whole Millennium team that keeps this together. We're turning up. It's the great urban reset, and it's starting here on Millennium News 24 2026. Get ready for our G-Check New Year's countdown this year. Where we going this year? New Year's countdown. Listen, where we going to be?
No,
where we gonna be for the New Year's countdown?
Get that G-Check van where we can be out of here.
Yeah, so we are cutting out for today, and it was great to see you. I look forward to seeing you on another Sunday. I missed church today for all of you, just so you know.
Amen.
Amen. But we're gonna roll it back, and I hope you have a great week. We'll see you Wednesday here on Millennium News 24. And that's a G-check.